U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers' throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down now, it's Butler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Herbert off of play action. This is Butler making the catch. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Bass is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Rodgers. Touchdown Vikings. Max Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out. Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
Touchdown! Sanders, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and... Send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more. And it was right there. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Justin Herbert over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They run the counter. Butler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? On second down, it's Vaughn. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Herbert. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Packers. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Vaughn on the handoff. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Renfro. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Vaughn, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Keyshawn Vaughn, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Dillon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now they're in the hurry-up. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a first and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now Urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, a run with Vaughn. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running to the right, this is Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. The Sanders has got it complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On first down, it's Vaughn. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down at 7. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Vaughn. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Nagar's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Butler, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's the big man Dillon with it. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big pickup of 38.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And out now come the Vikings. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, throw left side, complete to Cup. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And again, it's Rodgers. But that's complete to Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup there. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Hey, you talk about
touchdown, Vikings. Cooper Kupp, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Packers! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used.
And he will get this into the... zone touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in. For 6. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers got his man. It's Williams. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do.
but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Fighting through pressure. Eluding the pressure right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bass on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Dillon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On 3rd down, Butler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Dillon now on 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.